Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Monday, March the 15th. The year's 2021. Let's talk trading. Placing orders. Before you place any orders, remember these videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. Last week, we talked about reasons not to enter. So let's just say it's time to enter a trade. You're going to place your order. We talk about, having a trading plan and following a trading plan. So the question on the table is how do you place your orders? Do you sit there and click the mouse to enter? Or do you put your order in ahead of time using a pending order? It's something to think about, because how many times have you maybe been distracted and you missed your chance? Had you put a pending order out there, you wouldn't have missed your chance. Unfortunately, Walmall, he's not here today, but when he comes back, I'll have him talk about it, because he places pending orders all the time for his Walmall trades and some other trades. And it's not something that's really talked about much. At least I haven't seen or heard anybody talking about it, but you really might want to consider using pending orders. So as we go through the charts here, you can think about pending orders, because one thing about when you do a pending order, right there, you have a chance to enter your stop loss. Whereas if you just click the buy or sell button, um, unless you have an EA that automatically puts in your stop loss, you're going to have to go and then modify the order to put in your stop loss. And sometimes, as you're in the time it takes to modify the order, your opportunity to take profit may have come and gone. So it's just, once again, pending orders are something to be considered. So, for example, here we're looking at a monthly chart, and maybe you have a pending order here at the monthly open to go long because price is below it. And you can put that there, and it could be there for days, or it could expire at the end of the session. That's up to you. But it's just one of these things. That way you don't have to think about it. It's already there. When it happens, you see it pop up on your screen, and then you can start managing your trade. On these gap fills, once again, obviously, if the gap hasn't filled, it's probably gone the other way. So maybe at the open, you might want to have a pending order. And you're going to trade towards the gap. Those type of things. Or say, for example, right here, when price was breaking into the wick zone, breaking above the previous days or the previous week's close, this is the weekly chart, you could have had a pending order here to take and enter you in that trade. On the opening range, here we have the opening range right here for the month, and price was here at the open. You could have had your pending order to go short right here at 39.03, and you'd be up about 20 pips at the moment. So once again, simple. Here for the month, you could have had a short. Actually, you could have had a long going one way, and then after you punched out at a trade, you could have caught it the other way, going short. Yearly open, you could have a pending order sitting right here to go short if price hits that yearly open. Inside bar trades, you can see these way ahead of time. Right here, you could have had your pending order at what, 64.9, and we had a low of 52.8. That would have paid off 10 pips or more. And with the pending orders, you can also load in a take profit at order time. So if you want to have some of these no-look trades, or these traders that say, well, I got to go to work, I can't watch the screen all day. Well, you can put some trades in at these levels and take your chances. Just remember, these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may differ from mine. the previous breakout of the previous low right here. Once again, that would have been good for 10 pips had you put your pending order sitting there. And the range of the pound right now is 97. We've got 5 pairs over 100 range, so not a bad day. Buy zone, same thing, pending order, long TP at your pivot, pending order at the short zone, TP plus 5 or whatever you want to look for. Rat. Now, here's something where you can't really place a pending order per se. Because let's say you were here and then your pending order would have been up here. Well, then is every time price makes a new low, you're going to have to adjust your pending order. But once you're in here and you can see, you could say, yeah, I'll put my pending order at 38.73, or actually you could just jump into trade anywhere here because this is the last trigger. Okay. That's the last, but a better trigger is somewhere in the green rat zone. So you don't necessarily want to wait for it to get to 38.73 to go long. You might have picked up a trade somewhere down here. So with the rat, pending orders might not be possible. Then again, maybe if you switch to the H1 and you see here, you've got a close here, which is pretty much going to be the open of the next candle. So as price was opened, you might have just jumped in or maybe open +3 or something, put a pending order. So you'd be catching an H1 candle to the north. That's one way you could have traded that with a pending order. Okay, we took out the weekly pivot, we took out the daily pivot, and we actually, let's see here, what do we have here? We went through yesterday's low, and which also the S1 for the pivot traders. So if you're a pivot trader, maybe you could add a pending buy at S1 or a pending short, just depending on what you think price is going to do. Missed pivots. Once again, we took out the pivot. So we have we have 3 missed pivots from last month. Wick zone. Price gets in the wick zone. You can put a buy there or a sell there and see what happens. Okay, let's just go through once again. Range on the day, 97 on the hour, 30. You can see last hour we had a big hour, 47 pips. And you can see we had some nice size M5 candles here, 8 and 6. See, we had a DSR trade trigger back here. Nice long entry. There was also a short right here on the DSR before all the big drop. Walmart, perfect pending. Pending long at 70. You would, if you stuck in the trade, you'd be up over 20 pips right now. I see somebody might go, oh, that's hairy hindsight. It's not, because every hour on the Walmart trades, we do the same thing. Price is going to open between 2 lines, unless it opens right on the line, which it does every now and then. But usually it opens between it, so we would have had a short at 60, a long at 70. Pending order sitting there. All you have to do is sit back and wait. That way, when price is getting there and you take your eye off the ball for a second, off your trading screen, that pending order gets you in the trade. And your stop loss is already set. And if you want your TP set, or you can manage that dynamically as price is moving your direction or against you. You can start moving your stops and your take profits. But like I mentioned, is the pending order is just something that a lot of traders, for whatever reason, don't take advantage of. So you just bring up your order screen, and then you can go ahead and make those orders that way, as opposed to just hitting the sell and buy here. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if there was any other questions out there on the internet land. One trader sent an email to me. He wanted to know if if I had an indicator where he could have the high and low of the 9 o'clock bar and the high and low of the 10 o'clock bar. And I said, yes, TROHL5 would do it for you. The handy dandy indicator. And let's see. In fact, there was another trader was asking me a similar question over the weekend. But yeah, with the TROHL5 indicator, what you can do is you come down and you say show timelines. You turn that to true. And then you put in whatever hour or an hour and minute that you want to see. So let's see here. He wanted to do 9 and 10 o'clock. So you can only do one per indicator. So you'd have to load it twice. And the first one you could, I think when I did it, I put a 9 here. And then I changed this, put the little comment so you know what this instance of the indicator is doing. So you can type a comment to yourself. So I made a 9 there. The second one I put a 10. Just you could use whatever number you want, just so long as they're different. Then I came down here and I turned it to 1 bar, but I updated the indicator so you could actually set it to 0, but I'll have to release that update. And that's pretty much all you have to do. And then it will show you the timelines. Let me go back in here. And so if I turn this to true, it should show me those timelines somewhere. Okay. Why isn't it showing me those timelines? Oh, I know why. I forgot one other thing, I think. My period needed to be 1 hour because I had it on day, so that's why it didn't do it. Okay, where? Now I still don't see them. That's interesting. I had it on another template. I guess maybe I have to go back to the drawing board. One hour, 2 bars. Should be able to do 0 bars. Actually, I'm kind of talking to myself trying to figure this thing out. I guess I should have had it set up as opposed to doing it ad hoc. Show timelines true, 10 o'clock. Well, I'll have to do that tomorrow in a video tomorrow. I can grab the template and show you how to do it. Anyway, fellow traders, I hope that pending order tip helps you. Just remember, And never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.